What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Welcome to another one of my Samurai Jack reviews. This is going to be episode 6 of season 5. This was a really good episode. They did a lot of things I didn't expect them to do, which is weird. They brought back that robot guy from the very first episode, which he was hilarious. I didn't expect them to bring him back. It was kind of funny too, some of the shenanigans he got in, and he was just ahead. It was just he's such a comic relief, type of character, and I'm glad they kept him in this, which I didn't expect. I really didn't expect, but he was kind of like a little side story that they're doing, which I like. He's trying to tell Aku that he doesn't have a sword anymore, so it kind of builds that background of tension while you watch the episode, which is really good. So this episode, it focused more on Ashi trying to find Samurai Jack. And while she's trying to find him, she hears stories about Samurai Jack through other people she comes across. And it's kind of cool because they kind of go back and they kind of remind you of the of some of the episodes that happened. Because I know 100% that some of the things that are talked about in this episode of the stories were episodes. If I think I'm 100% sure that these were episodes. I don't know, they could have been lazy and they could have just put in those scenes. But they didn't. They actually decided to rewrite them and redesign them to make it look, like the show's animation, which is really cool. I like that. But then we get to a scene where I think is kind of weird for me, but at the same time it works because it makes sense. So it kind of is that double standard of it makes sense, but it's kind of weird. There's a scene where Ashi is looking into this lake, and then she remembers being pushed into this like lava pit, like naked. That was kind of weird. I thought that kind of was a little much, but I get what they were doing when she jumped into the river. She was cleaning herself of all that ash on her. And that was kind of cool. I like that she came out. She was naked, of course, but then she put on like these green leaves for clothes, and I was like, that works for her because she's rejuvenating herself. She's reborn as a good person now, which is really cool concept, and I really like that. So I really like that she is now on the side of Jack, and she continues to find him and runs into more people who remember Samurai Jack. Sorry for the word cut there. So yeah, she goes into this bar and she sees all of these enemies that Jack has fought, and it was really interesting because a lot of them we remember, a lot of them we might not remember. A lot of funny moments in there where this guy takes his helmet off and his face is all screwed up. This is what Jack did to me and stuff. It was really good scene. Really funny scene. Really funny episode. Really great comedy, great action. But continuing on. But then in the bar we see a character that we thought was dead, and he. What was his name? The guy who looks like Aku, but he's got like these blue eyes. You guys probably know who I'm talking about if you've seen Samurai Jack. I can't remember his name right now. He's supposed to be dead. For those of you who used to watch the show, what Aku did to him was he crushed him in this little ball, and it's like we thought that he was dead. He shouldn't be alive. But at the end, then when we get to the end of this episode, I kind of start thinking about something, and I kind of can see it on this horseman that has been following Jack around. I think that he is the horseman. So I will explain that a little bit more when I get to the scene. But yeah, then she leaves the bar. She comes across this person who points her in the right direction of where Jack is. Then we finally find Jack. He's about to kill himself, actually, because he still believed that he killed the children, and Ashi has to keeps trying to tell Jack that he saved him, but this horseman guy keeps getting in the way. And I noticed something, that this horseman guy is not a ghost. He's not a ghost. I've come to this theory that, and I came up with this while I was watching the episode. I think this Dormammu guy, whatever his name is, you guys know what I'm talking about, with the blue eyes, blue fiery eyes. He's the guy who's the horseman. He shapeshift into the horseman to convince Jack to kill himself, which is actually, sounds pretty dark. But that's what I think that they did. And then Jack finally does come to his senses eventually, and probably the best part of this episode was when he was like, "It's time to find my sword," and then it was like, "Watch out!" And then it just plays the credits. I was like, "Oh shit!" It was really, really good. A really good conclusion. Really good ending to the episode. Overall, again, another great episode. A little bit of a weird one in a couple parts, but I thought it was great. This whole season is looking great. I really think that there is no stopping them with this pursuit to finish the series, which is a good thing. Samurai Jack does need a good conclusion, which he will get. I usually would go into a little bit more in depth with these, but I figured that this was an episode that you guys should watch for yourselves, and if you did, good for you. Really good episode. I'm sure you laughed your ass off. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and I'm out of here. Up, and away. See you guys.